Alright guys, the Minecraft Noob here, back with another episode of my Village Survival Let's Play, and as you guys can see, we're heading to the furnaces here, and we're going to remove all of the smooth stone we have, because, like I said, the last episode, which I uploaded, what, Saturday? I haven't been off of my days, it's been a little while since I've last posted, and if you guys don't know, I did post an episode on Sunday, so if you guys want to go check that out. That doesn't have as many views, I don't know if that didn't go to sub boxes or what, but definitely doesn't have as many views as my other episodes, so I don't know if that's just you guys or I don't know, but if you guys haven't seen already, definitely go check that out. But yeah, so we're back here dumping all this stone out of here because, like I said, I'm going to be working on getting myself completely full of smooth stone so we can go ahead and start working on that wall that I said I was going to build because, like I said, I really want to build a giant wall around the area so that I can make it safe. Because I mean that's one of my main objective is to get this place completely safe and save that one villager that's hiding in there. I mean, I didn't even sorry, I didn't even know that he was in there. So that's interesting, but I guess I oh, what am I doing? I'm trying to plant these. I what? I can't. Wow, that's weird. I thought you could plant mushrooms, but guess not. I guess you probably have to plant them in like something like here. Let's see if I can plant them over here. Nope, not at all. Alright, so yeah, we'll go back in the house because as you can see, it's getting a little dark outside. So, you know me, I'm not too good with nighttime. So we'll go ahead and close the door and we're good. So, yeah, so we're going to go ahead and head back down to the mines because, of course, I need to continue to get some cobblestone. I'll bring some food with me. Of course, I got my one iron pickaxe, which should last me about the length of this episode because, I mean, it's not going to be too long, but we'll go ahead and take the torches I have. I need to work on getting some more of those too because hopefully I can find some coal while I'm down there. I'm going to move places. I'm not going to be in the same place I was in last time because as you guys know, I've kind of run the route of this one area a bunch of times, so we'll go ahead and switch it up here, but gotta move this stuff around so it's a little bit easier to access. Yeah, so I want to talk about my finishing of the civics project I was working on. I don't that didn't come out right, but what I wanted to say is that I finished my civics project. So, like I talked about in a couple episodes, that's why I wasn't recording as much, but that's completely finished now. So there's no more work on that right now, so I don't have any projects in there or any other class for that matter. So, yeah, I have plenty of time now to start recording, and I hopefully I don't regret saying that because if I miss a day, I know you guys will yell at me. But I'm trying to get on track here, and I'm slowly making a move towards that new computer I said I was going to try to save for, and that I was going to sell stuff to get, and that's on its way. I have to go ahead and I'm going to post all the items I'm going to be selling on Thursday, which is 2 days from this recording, since I'm recording it Tuesday. Some of you guys may see it Wednesday, depends on when you see it, but Thursday, which is like March 7th. So yeah, that's the day I'm going to be starting to sell the stuff, and hopefully I'll over the weekend I'll at least get something sold. I'll at least get someone to be interested in buying what I'm selling. I mean, that sounds a little weird, but hopefully I'll be able to get some people interested in buying some of that so I can at least come back with some good news, say like Monday or maybe even Sunday morning at the earliest, so that hopefully I can say, well, I'm halfway there, or I'm almost there, or I'm nowhere near there, but hopefully it's the latter of the two and that I'm very close. But yeah, so I also want to talk about, I was just watching before I recorded this episode, I was watching some YouTube and I watched a couple of videos. I mean, I watched the funny videos from like Eat My Diction and C Nanners when they play The Hidden, which is a game I cannot wait to play when I get a computer. But I also the one I really wanted to talk about was I saw a video from Woody's Gamertag and he was talking about, of course, like the topic I like to talk about. And before I go into that, guys, tell me if you definitely drop a comment if you guys are interested in me doing more like commentary type talks where I have topics to talk about like this, or if you'd like me to just talk about the gameplay. Because I know my original ones are all about the gameplay, and those got quite a bit of views. I mean, they also were some of my first videos, so people were watching them to see what I'm like. But if you guys like the whole commentary style, definitely drop a comment because I'd like to know. I mean, if I'm boring you by bringing up these topics or these topics are just nothing you want to hear about, then tell me because I'd love to talk about this kind of stuff, but I don't know if it really fits with the whole me playing Minecraft thing. So I'll just go ahead and keep back on get back on topic here, but I watched this video and he talked a lot. He was talking, of course, about the console wars that are coming up, and that basically he brought up a really good point that it's not this time around. It's not going to be as much spec wise as it is the experience you can get out of the system. Because I mean, other than maybe the Steam box, which I don't know if you guys have seen that, maybe some of you have, but that's going to be basically the PC console type thing. It's going to be in your living room. It's going to be in a console form factor, but it's not going to be console specs. It's supposed to be, again, something that can run a lot of PC games. It runs Steam perfectly, and it'll be able to play games at decent settings in just a small form factor for a decent price. Which that's most likely going to try to challenge and maybe even beat the specs of some of the consoles, which is what I'm sure they want to do because that's what all PC guys say, and they're true when they say it, is that the specs are better on PC, and that's why you can play games at a higher quality and play games at a higher frame rate. But the thing is like Woody's Gamertag said in his video, it's about the experience this time around and not the specs because when it comes to the whole gaming market, it's based around the console side. I mean, except for PC exclusive games, it's really like the main heavy hitters like Assassin's Creed, Mass Effect, Halo, Gears of War, Call of Duty, all those kind of games are really just console specific. And I mean, there is other games like Far Cry. I mean, Far Cry is a surprise because that was really just a big console seller, but that's surprisingly now a really big PC. And I could be wrong when I say console seller, but I mean when I found it, I found a lot of people were looking at it on console rather than PC. But that seemed like it was a pretty good port, and that's something I'd love to play when I get my system. But I I mean, when you talk about games in general, people just look at, well, what console is it on? And it's not going to be the point anymore. It's going to be more focused on the not the graphics, but how you play the game. I'm thinking kind of wrong here, but the how you play the game is going to be the main focus. If that's my clear point here is that it's going to be like using the Kinect, and he talked about the what is it called? It's like a Luma Room or something like that. I've seen it before, and I saw it before the video that he did it in. It originally came out way back at like CES, I think it was, or sometime. It wasn't at Christmas. It was a little after, but it was like it's about a month or two old now. But he brought that up, and he said, "Well, this is probably going to be the next console," which he's right by saying that. But if you guys haven't seen that yet, definitely check that out. It's called like a Luma Room. If you want to go see Woody's Gamertag's video, he has it in there. But it's crazy. It's just a really crazy thing. And for some of you PC guys, and when I look at the PC, I'm like, well, this is. I mean, when I look at it, it's like, well, it's cool, but PC can kind of do the same thing, but what it is basically, if you haven't seen it, it moves it onto your wall. It makes the game like extend from your screen on your wall, and it looks really cool. And it's a cool idea, and it's a cool concept, and that's what basically backs the point I'm trying to get across here is that, and that he was trying to get across, and my kind of resonated with is that it's going to be based off of the game systems and the consoles that are coming out are going to be based off of the experience you get out of them because the PS3 is going to have Move. It's going to have the share button. It's going to have the multiple screens like running it to your Vita. I mean, it's going to have different options that don't have anything to do with just playing the game on the console. It has to do with how you're going to enjoy and how you're going to use that game, which it's a cool thing. But when you look at something what the Xbox is doing with Room, it's pretty cool. I mean, I know I've said before, and I said this in a couple of videos back, that I mean the PS3 has the games, and the PS3 does look like it's going to have the games that put up against the Xbox, but it's looking like if it stays the way that it is, the Xbox is going to have the whole like I don't know the whole experience down because Kinect. I mean, right now it's not that good, and honestly, I wish I could get rid of it, but it's it's not as good as it could be. And when they do something like this, where they're going to say make this into something that can extend the game onto your walls and stuff like that, it's a really cool idea, and it's something that's definitely ahead of any other console and things like that. And I mean, I'm sure I'm sure when Valve brings out the Steam box and they said that they're working on peripherals and things like that. So when they bring out the Steam box, I'm sure it's going to come with something cool. It's going to come with some motion device or something like that because I know I saw at one point that Portal could be played with it. I saw that there was like some motion device from like Razer. I could be wrong. Some PC device maker was making a sort of move like controller for the PC that played with Portal and Portal 2, and it kind of looked cool, but I didn't really see what the point of it was. It was only built for one game. And I think that Valve's definitely working on getting out something that can basically make the experience better because I mean, of course what I'm looking for when I get the PC is how do I mean, I'm just going to be using my, how do I use my keyboard? How do I play these games? Like, I'm going to learn how to key map and all that stuff. And, like, I just want to learn how to use the keyboard and the mouse because that's really the two original things, the two things that really do matter. But if they want to bring out, they're going to have to bring out something if they want to move into the living room, which obviously means a controller or some kind of motion device, something that's not a keyboard and mouse. Because for a lot of people, keyboard and mouse is awesome, and I can't wait to use it because I've never really. I mean, of course, right now, what am I using? Keyboard and mouse, but I never really have gotten into any games that like require like stressful like keyboard and mouse with like key mappings and key bindings and different things like that. And that's gonna be something I can't wait to get into, but it's definitely not gonna resonate and translate well to the living room. So I don't. I think that they're definitely going to be working on something in that side. So every console right now, it looks like, is going to have something in it that's going to make it that's just going to make it different. It's not going to be based off the specs because the specs are going to hold up to be about the same. And with a lot of the games, are going to be made basically the same way. So it's not going to be like, oh, well, this one has like a little bit like higher res graphics. Well, it's not going to be that easy to tell because they're so close. And even if they do, no one's going to be like, well, I'm going to spend another $500 on this system when I just bought this system just because it gives me a little bit higher quality textures. I mean, just doesn't seem right. And it's like buying a graphics card from, just so that you can get like a 2 FPS bonus, and you're spending another like hundred and something dollars on it, or even 200. But I mean, if you're spending 200, you obviously are getting a little bit more than just a couple frames. But I digress. But yeah, so it's a really cool idea, and I don't know if you guys are interested in it. I mean, I'm very interested because I'd love to get into the gaming business when I get to college and get done with college because that's what I really want to go to college for is the whole game design and all that kind of stuff because it interests me very much and it's something that I think is just amazing that we have and this technology that we have and using it to be able to tell stories like movies. I mean, some people are like, well, movies are just awesome and that's how they find art as they see that movies are art to them. And I find game to be art to me because that's just it's just cool. It tell they each game tells a story, and as much as people are like, well, so like I play Far Cry just so I can shoot up people. Well, that's what you do, but I mean, if you actually play games and you actually go for the story, like Half-Life and things like that, there's some really good stories out there, and they don't have to be boring just extensively long games for them to have a story. I mean, Fallout 3 is a great, fun game that has a good story. I mean, I haven't played it as much as I want to, and that's a game that I really want to get into is Fallout 3 because that game is just it looks so much fun. I bought it at one point, but I couldn't get good at it, and I don't know what it was. It was just I kind of got frustrated with it, so I was like, I don't know, I'm just not gonna play it. But now when I then later on I bought Fallout New Vegas and had so much fun with that. The only problem I have with that is it I ran into like a quest line at one point that just it got to a point where it was really difficult for me to move on. Like it was like hard to see everywhere. It was like all this it just got annoying. So, but I love that game, even though it had some annoying parts. I mean, I don't know if you guys know about the whole like bugs and everything, like the all the Bethesda games like Skyrim, things like that. They come out with huge bugs, and when the Fallout New Vegas came out, and I originally bought it, it had many bugs. But it was they were funny. They weren't game breaking. They were funny. They were like floating cows. They were like three-headed like dogs. Like there was just some really weird things going on, but it was funny. and it didn't detract from the story at all. But all in all, I know this was a long rambling, and I kind of just rambled on about games, but I'll kind of get back on the topic here. But all in all, it really looks like that there's going to be some really cool experiences coming, and I cannot wait to see what's next for all this gaming stuff. But we'll head on we'll get back on topic here on the whole Minecraft thing. Of course, I continue to go down there just because I need more and more stacks of what do you call this stuff? Cobblestone. But I do need to look in here. I haven't found much coal, and I need a lot of coal to burn all this stuff. I mean, I could use wood and I can make charcoal, I don't know, but I don't want to I don't have many tree resources, and it's pointless for me to waste a whole stack of some wood planks, when I can go ahead and save those if I need to build anything later. Because of course I need to work on the roof of the house. Isn't that great? But we need to probably work on that next. But I don't know. I guess there's nothing down here. There's no coal. That's what I was trying to say. There's no coal. I don't know why I kept saying no, 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 but there's no coal. So we'll have to go find that. I'll probably find that off screen because I know it's probably annoying you guys with me continually every episode just going down the mines, and I hope that the commentary is at least keeping you guys interested, and that's why I've been talking about this stuff, is because I've wanted to express my ideas on this kind of stuff, but I haven't had like the medium to do that, and I hope that you guys are interested in that. And I mean, I'm also going to be talking about, I have some other projects that I'm going to be, I know I've talked about this before, and I haven't gone through with a lot of them, but this one I did talk to Nylon, and possibly I might be starting to go on a server and do something like a survival island with them, or a skyblock. Skyblock I think would be really cool, because I've watched Captain Sparkle's Skyblock first 2 or 3 episodes, which were pretty cool to do, and well, not to do. I mean, you can't do a YouTube video, but it was cool to watch. But I had never actually done one myself. I think I actually got on a server one time with Excitl way, way, way back when I like originally started trying this game, but I just didn't get into it. But I mean, I'm sure it'd be fun if we all four did it together, and I think that'd be a pretty cool experience. And if we did Survival Island, that'd be cool too. And I think I might have mentioned it. I don't know if I have, because I've tried, and this one I've done a good job of not re-recording it. Because my previous episodes, I've like re-recorded them maybe like 3 or 4 times, so it's kind of gotten annoying, and I don't remember what I recorded. So that gets annoying because when I try to reference it in other videos, and I've talked about this with a couple of people, I try to like remember what I said in the commentaries, and I can't because for some reason I re-record all of my episodes, so it's like I mean, I remember the core ideas of what I talked about, but I don't remember the exact words or things I mentioned, so it kind of gets annoying. But yeah, well, so get this stone here. We got all this stone here, and I just thought, because I mean, I'm an idiot and I didn't realize, and that's why I'm the Minecraft noob, is that I need to make a bucket so I can get some lava and use a continual source like lava instead of coal, because that seems like a good idea. Let's see, I don't have any coal on me though, I don't think. Oh, I got iron. Yeah, iron, there we go. When I'm talking about coal, I need iron. So we'll dump all these cobblestone. Okay, we can't fit all that. We'll take out. I don't need sticks. I don't need these shovels. I'll fix these. I'll use these shovels after I record this episode. I'll use the shovels and go clear out. I of course need to still clear the area and level it down. I haven't done that. That's a basically key thing that I should have done a long time ago. But yeah, so we'll go over here, and hopefully it doesn't turn. The problem I have right now is I don't understand how nighttime works, because like the sky blinks and I'm like, oh crap, it's gonna like turn to nighttime, and then it doesn't. So I don't know. Like it looks like it's nighttime right now, but it's gonna like get a little bit brighter in just a second here, and like I said, there it is, and sun's up. But I mean, I don't have the sun on, which is part of the problem because I can't see when the day comes. But whatever, we'll go ahead and see here. I'm not sure exactly how to make a bucket, so we'll test it out. I mean, I know all I need is iron ingots, so we'll go ahead and test this out in a second. I need to make a crafting table, which hopefully I can hop back to that. I think 6 is enough. I want to say 6 is enough, but I'll grab 7 just to be on the safe side here. I don't know why 7 would work, because usually it's even numbers, but whatever. I just feel safer with a lucky number 7. So go ahead over here and try to make a bucket, because lava would definitely be a good replacement for using something like coal, because as you can see, there's no coal down that mine. I don't want to force you guys into watching me fly around that mine for days. I don't know why I'm saying flying, but oh, that's a cauldron. Awesome. So yeah, that's not what I want. That's a minecart. It's not what I want. And great. So I'm. Oh wow, you only needed 3. All right. So yeah, I could have done that a long time ago, but I guess that looks like a bucket. All right. So we'll go. 2 is better because then I can dump 2 things of lava into the 2 furnaces, and I should probably make more because it would be more like economical. Economical. We're not dealing with money here, but it would be more practical, I guess. I should say it would be more practical to do that. So let's go ahead and actually use these buckets. So scroll to bucket. Never done this before, so and that didn't really work. So oh, there we go. All right, and we'll put that in there, and we'll burn this stack of cobblestone. Nice. Now we can take the bucket out. And oh well, and it filled itself. Okay, I don't quite understand what's going on, but I'm down with it. And is that it is nighttime. So we're gonna head inside. Yeah, so I guess we'll head inside here. I'll go ahead and fix that up off screen, but thanks again, guys, for watching all of my videos and supporting them. And like I said before, earlier in the video, if you guys want to tell me if you like this commentary style of me kind of picking a topic like I did and talking about it and explaining it and kind of rambling on like I do, and then going ahead afterwards and just kind of finishing up with me talking about the game, or if you just want me to continually talk about the game and my future plans and what I'm going to be doing during the episode, then leave a comment saying that, because I mean I'd like your input. There's so many of you guys that actually watch the videos. I mean, I see my videos are averaging right now like 40 views every video, which is awesome. For only 120 subs, it's just crazy to have 40 active subs out of that. I mean, that's like a third of my subs, so that's pretty cool to have. But if you guys want to leave some input on my commentary style, then definitely do that, because I mean, I always say it, and I probably shouldn't say it again, but this will probably be the last time I say it, but it's all based on you guys, and that whatever you want to see, I provide. So you guys go ahead and tell me what I should do. But if you haven't already, definitely subscribe if you're new to the channel. I produce some pretty good content, and I'm going to be producing much higher quality content in the coming weeks. So if you're interested in seeing some high quality content in the coming weeks, drop a subscribe. I don't know how you drop a subscribe, but you can do that. And drop a like if you liked the video. But thanks again, guys, and I'm out.